Welcome to Off Grid Victory. So we are here in the fall, and as you can see, the leaves are starting to all drop down. This particular tree in the background here still has some leaves. It's an oak tree, but it will drop soon. Oak trees, I should say. But yeah, it's definitely fall, and we're approaching winter time. And I wanted to show you some of the trees that I have in. This is my secondary orchard. Things are a little bit overgrown because we haven't been able to really maintain the area, but let me show you what's been going on. So we had pretty much a drought condition here in the Ozarks for the tail end of the summer. We had very little rains, which was very frustrating for livestock and things like that. And so some of these trees, well, some of them did die. I'm going to show you that one right there. See, that's pretty much dead. I unfenced it because there was no need for a perimeter fence because it's dead. This one is barely hanging on. As you can see here, this part of the tree is dead, and you can see the outer bark here is still alive. It's still alive. It has a few leaves. It's kind of like hanging on for dear life. And so, yeah, I mean, it is the fall, so it's going to lose these leaves anyway, and the tree most likely will survive. But what I want to show you is some of these other trees that did survive. So let me take a quick walk with you guys over to here. So this is one of the earlier ones that I planted, and it had completely lost all its leaves. And well, I thought it was going to die, but of course it did survive. And part of the reason why it also didn't want to make it is because, yeah, there's like a hole there for moles, so I got to patch that up. But anyway, or it was an armadillo that tried to dig up something in there, like looking for a mole, one of the two. But at any rate, it is surviving, it is living, and that's good. But you can see the green leaves that it's put on. It really did come back pretty strong in the last few weeks when we actually had some rain here. And so, yeah, but that's not the nature of this video. It's kind of like what nature does to survive. And so let me take you back to this tree. Hold on. Let's use the camera work. So take a look at this guy right here. All right, so this is one of those trees that's dropped all its leaves because of the drought we've had towards the latter end of summer. And in the fall, it started coming back. But look at this. There's actually flowers off of it. I mean, these would all become apples. I think this is a Fuji apple variety. But it's very much in good health. It is a very young tree, so it is very small. It's only about, let's say it's about 4 feet tall. But yeah, look at these leaves. I mean, they're really nice and green, and look at the flowers. I mean, that's unbelievable, the amount of flowers that are on it. So nature does go awry at times, especially in extreme conditions like we've had. I mean, just a few weeks ago, literally this plant had 1 or 2 leaves on it, but look at the growth it's put on just in the fall. So nothing is dead until it's dead, right? So that's an interesting fact. But nature does want to survive. It's even putting forth these flowers in order to pollinate, in order to get a fruit out of it, so you can go on. Pretty amazing stuff. I mean, we're almost at the winter, so obviously we're not going to see any fruit off of this tree this year. And what I'll probably end up doing is I'll go back in here with my snips and take off all the flowers, because it's unnecessarily taking away from the vigor of this plant, because it wants to reproduce, right? But I want to put it back into the roots, so I'll chop that down, and then of course in the winter time it'll get a little bit of a prune. Alrighty, shalom.